Oh, you just spun out of that one. Oh, really? Oh, thanks so much. I'll try not to do that next time. Spinning out is a little bit of a conflict, isn't it? Spinning out means that people will talk about that you spun the torso, spun your legs, spun your hips, and all of a sudden, the ball is blasted out to the right like that beautiful little 7-iron there. Then what you do is you think about, well, okay, I'm not going to spin out the way. So at the top of my backswing, what I'm not going to do is try to rotate my body. Hang on a minute. The golf swing, I thought, was all about rotating my body. So let's understand what spinning out actually gives us. Spinning out is when the arms and the hands are out of orientation. So if I move my body too fast relative to my arms, it means that the club will be left behind. And usually when the club is left behind, as we know, it arrives to the golf ball behind the torso, where the right hand arrives behind the shoulder. There's a very good golfer that plays championship, major winning golf like that, and that's Rory McIlroy. If you look at his right arm, comes in from behind him, his right shoulder climbs up high, and I know for a fact that he dislikes that part about his golf swing. Spinning out is therefore playable when you've got a face angle that's in the right orientation. So I'm going to play the very first shot here, and I'm just going to replicate that one that you saw in the intro there, where I'm going to spin myself out of the way, and all of a sudden, there it is, it's off to the right. I'm going to now make exactly the same motion and have a different face angle as I deliver it into the golf ball, and all of a sudden, I derive two very different golf shots. That was just face angle orientation. Now, that's not to say that the face angle is the fix. The fix is an understanding of what must come first for you. So, in order for you to work out what you need to fix first, I want you to conduct a little experiment down at the range. If you're battling with hitting it to the right because you feel like you're spinning out the way, get yourself 3 golf balls out in front of you. Put your middle golf ball in the spot where you usually play your ball from. If you stand there and at that point, when you stand there and you hit that shot and it still keeps on going off to the right, roll the ball in that's behind it and try and hit a shot from there. When you hit a shot from there, you'll then appreciate how much the path plays a part on helping your club face either square up or open up. Because when you meet the ball earlier in the circle, you can see that I've struck the golf ball from the inside at 8.8 degrees, but I've met the ball with 16 degrees, 15.8 degrees of open face relative to the target. Then I'm going to make my same swing. This is where I'd normally set up with my 7-iron. Now I'm going to meet the golf ball much later in the arc. I'm now going to feel exactly the same sensations. And all of a sudden, it feels like I can square up the club face. Now, if you see a golf ball, when you put the ball that far forwards in your stance, and Trackman didn't get the data there, when you put the ball that far forwards in your stance, and I'm talking left little toe, if you put it that far forwards and you still see the golf ball start left and fade back, you know it is a bit of a face issue as well. If the ball is that far forwards, and then what happens when you meet it that far forwards and you have the same sensations with your body as the spin out shot, but yet the golf ball now goes left and draws, you know that the problem is no longer the face, it's actually the orientation of your arms to your body. So if the ball starts left and draws, you know it's not a face issue when you put the ball that far forwards in the stance. If the ball starts left and draws it's not a face issue. If the ball starts left and fades with the ball that far forwards, you know it's a face issue. So now that we've been able to have an idea of what is the cause of the problem, if when you spin out and the ball starts left and draws, then when you're playing on the golf course, you know your ball position might be a little bit too far back in your stance relative to how you move your body. And instead of trying to stop yourself from spinning out, simply move the ball further forwards in your stance, and that will help you. If when you start to get the ball fading and we know it's a face issue, then you need to look a little bit further afield, and that will come in a few different areas. And this is the bit that's the slightly sticky one for me to give you a definitive answer. But if it is a face issue, first of all, take a look at your grip. Make sure that your left hand is in a good orientation. Do go over and check out my essential grip guide, top right hand corner, that will really help you get your grip in good order. If it's not your grip and you then want to start to feel how your arms want to sequence up with your body, a lot of you will have, I'm sure, at some stage worked on tucking your right arm in. And if you have, you need to go out and check out a video on that I've done, which is up in the corner as well. But if it is your face angle, what I want you to do is I want you to take the golf club in your left arm and grab the other end in your right arm and make some swings where you feel the right arm work over the top of the left arm. Because when we spin out the way, what happens is the right elbow gets kicked in, the left hand is up and out, and you can see how that opens the club face up. So this little drill here, where you have your right arm long and your left hand down, as you move around, all I'm looking for you to do is to feel like your right arm allows the shaft to come back to straight, and make your right arm feel straighter at strike and not tucked at strike. And so if you then start to feel this as you start to turn your body, what will start to happen is it will start to make you feel like, if you're tired of paying too much for premium leather golf gloves, do head over and check out my channel sponsor, GX Golf Gloves. These gloves are trusted by elite, amateurs and tour players alike. Use my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% on your next order. The club and you start to move in harmony. Another lucky shot. And so that right arm feeling like it's got some length in it, as opposed to when we spin out the way, the body moves so quickly, the right arm really narrows and leaves the face open. The feeling of this hand a little way down the grip, or underneath the grip, should I say, and then we feel how the right arm is longer as I turn my body through. As soon as you feel like you rotate too hard and you have some unity in your arms and your trunk, you'll really start to feel how the trunk and the arms will match up, and it will really help your face hit that ball straight. I think you'll find that, my friends, is good coaching.